well. Well. Hmm. It almost seems like all those things that I've been mentioning over this time, they're starting to come true. I'm still not going to do that video yet. But I am going to unleash a little bit today. So if you're a Lions homer, you might want to leave now, because I'm going to probably piss you off. So we lose to the Bears, right? Soldier Field, cold weather. You know, I'm under the weather myself, right? But what I seen out there on that field today was even more sickening. You know, we all know who Jared Goff is. For us who are footballers, who watch football other than just the Detroit Lions, the ones that's not just in that circle, we know who he is. It's not surprising to us. The same quarterback a lot of people want to throw the bag at. We knew it was coming, right? It's been terrible over several weeks now. Cold weather game. Jared Goff in cold weather games never work out well. Ever. Continues to throw the ball behind guys, underthrow the ball to guys. The one target that they did throw. Let's go back to the beginning, first and foremost. Social media, right? Lions come out. Bears, great game plan coming out the gate. Get down the field and score, right? Of course, the Aaron Glenn bashing started. And then after that, I didn't hear anything else. It's interesting. You know why? Because your defensive line finally started to rush the passer. You know, even though Aaron Glenn was already sending extra guys, once they started to get home and actually make some plays and create pressure, it worked out well for everybody on the defense. You see how football works? Do you see how football works? When you rush the passer and you put pressure on him, that's what happens. So that definitely was a sight for sore eyes, right? But you started to look and say, why did we lose the game? Turnovers. just bad play calling offensively to me personally. We get too conservative. We put ourselves out the game, especially when we get down. Ben Johnson in the second half is atrocious, and nobody says nothing about it. So that's what gets me fired up with this coordinator conversation, because one guy has weapons and refuses to freaking use them. And what he does is you don't use them right. You calling these plays behind the line of scrimmage and all of this. Listen, you got a field stretcher. Stretch the field. I don't care if you got noodle arm Goff. Goff got to throw the goddamn ball. Period. If you want to pay this man, if you selling this guy to this fan base, he needs to throw the football. J-Mo needs more than one target at the end of the game when it didn't matter, where you underthrew it and threw a pick anyway. Wide open down the field, underthrew the ball. Another touchdown. You know, just taking the underpasses, and like I said, his security blanket and Sam Laporta. You know, I get it. Laporta's playing well, but you got to spread the ball around. Throw it to other guys, man. Period. You got too many weapons on the offense. Too many. I've yet to see a double set backfield with Montgomery and Gibbs back there at the same time. Ben Johnson. Everybody ignores that for some reason. You know, that agenda, that's a whole different conversation. Wink, wink. You know what I mean. But one of our coordinators gets all the slack for something that's not even in his power most of the time. We say, oh, we should bring the rush. Oh, we shouldn't have brought the rush. Listen, your GM went out and drafted a bunch of slow guys on that defense that can't get to the fucking end of the side to side of the goal of the football field. Period. So Justin Fields, Yes, he's going to get loose. It's not Aaron Glenn's problem that players are missing tackles. That Jerry Jacobs continues to get the brakes burnt off of him. I mean, you got two people to worry about on the Bears offense. Two. And having a guy in Fields makes it so dangerous. So dangerous, man, that you still have issues with it simply because you're not equipped. Your best players on the defense today was Jalen Reeves, Maven, and Kamish. Aiden Hutchinson. Those was the guys today. When it comes to that secondary, not so much. Not so much. So, like I said, we don't have the stars. We're not trying to bring nobody in here. Of course, the reports came out about Sue actually being interested in coming home. But once again, the Lions acting like the fine bitch in the club. And they was the ones that shut the door. I'm surprised they even picked the phone up because we didn't pick the phone up for a couple of players. All this culture, locker room bullshit you keep selling the fans. We're frauds. We're frauds. We've won a lot of games, but we've won a lot of light games. We started the season by the luck of a stroke with Kansas City. We beat them by 1 point without their star players. We're frauds, man. And I know it hurts to hear, but we're frauds. That's just what we are. Until our GM decides to put some pieces on our defense. Until we decide what the hell we're going to do at quarterback. Right now, we just playing for fun. Jared Goff is not worth all that money. He is a one-dimensional quarterback with the legs of a Sicilian woman. He can't run. He runs like a 12-year-old girl. He has the arm of a 10th grade quarterback. And when it's cold outside, oh my God. So that's just reality, whether you want to accept it or not. But y'all better get ready because it's about to be a lot of more of these games for the rest of the season. You got the Vikings twice, by the way. You got the Cowboys. You got a Broncos team that's been playing really well. My record prediction at the beginning of the season was 10-7. But you're not going to beat teams with the way that this roster is constructed, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And then on the offensive side of the ball, when you have weapons and you don't use them. And then when somebody shows an interest to come here, do you know who was putting all that pressure on Jared Goff today? One of the very names that we decided we just wasn't going to give a pickup to go get. And here go the fans. Oh, we don't need these guys, and we're stupid asses. Look at those two defenses. San Francisco, the Bears. Look at the defenses where these guys are going that we're simply just passing up on. Or not even trying to approach to go get. But then you want to say, oh, we're good with what we got. And when that doesn't pan out and when these players don't do shit, you want to blame the coordinator. I'm not buying that. I'm not. That's bullshit. Not only do the coaching staff need to do some soul searching, some of you fans do. Because, man, the delusion is real sometimes. And y'all know what this is. My channel, I'm going to tell you the damn truth. Period. That's just what it is, man. If you don't like it, so be it. But all of these things been saying for several weeks. And y'all just been, man, giving me paragraphs of explanations and excuses. And now y'all want to flip the switch. Now y'all no, don't come over here. stay where you was at. Suffer. How many games will we win this season? That's up in the air. We'll see what happens, man. It's frustrating. It's totally frustrating because there's no way in hell that the Bears should have beat us. This is the second time and the second team I've said that about. The Packers was the other one. You are ill-equipped to deal with mobile quarterbacks on this team. Guys cannot control the edge. Guys cannot catch nobody. You have a bunch of linebackers who are 4'6" and 4'7" guys. They're slow as fucking dirt. All of your goddamn secondary back there got to deal with guys for 5 to 6 seconds out there, which is torture for defensive backs. So unless we get pressure consistently, nothing. I knew in the second half we wasn't going to do nothing else as far as getting pressure. All that went dead. Besides what, maybe 1 or 2 plays? Aquara? Maybe. It's not consistent, man. You just don't have the tools. This is why you need the playmakers. And those playmakers are not going to always be Captain America. They're not going to be Star Spangled Awesome all the time. So this locker room shit that you keep selling to fans, stop it. Please stop it. You've been dragging your ass. You can't even kick field goals because you totally ignored going to get a kicker. Just blatantly, flat out ignored it. You can't even kick. You have to make irrational decisions because your kicker is terrible. Simple little things. So, that's where we at. I wasn't about to wait to know tomorrow. You getting it today. I already don't feel good. This just pissed me off even more. So, whether you like it or not, I really don't care. But that's what I see. That's what I thought about what was put out on the field today. That's what I think about what's going forward with this team. We never were going to be anything serious in the playoffs. But now the question is, can we even finish out and win the damn division? Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday.